Welcome back to our 100% playthrough of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim on PlayStation 5. Now that we have made it to the base of Saarthal, we have discovered the not yet known to them Eye of Magnus. Let's go tell the Arch Mage. You knew there'd have to be a word wall down here. Ancient civilization? Absolutely. As well as our loot chest. Plenty of goodies, have plenty of wait for it at the moment. Let's head back to the excavation site. At this point, button to get out. And just like that, we are on our way back up. All I can say is that this area is extremely difficult if you actually play it on survival mode, because you're pretty much freezing all the time and no fast travel, considering there is a lot of back and forth with the college quests. So let's go ahead, ignore the Thalmor, like the plague, and go see the Archmage. Oh, Savos.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Need to speak with you about Saarthal.
Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now.
We found some sort of, orb. Tolfdir wanted you to see it.
I see. I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more specific explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful.
Staff of Mage Light. Oddly enough, a staff kind of worth using. It definitely helps you see areas you're going to be spending a lot of time in caves. You ever met with the Sigic Order?
Personally? No, not I. One of their number used to advise the Arch Mage when I was but an apprentice here. But that was a great many years ago, before all the members of the Order were called back to the Isle of Artaeum, and it disappeared entirely.
I'd like to know more about the college's history.
I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid.
What happened in the last few hundred years?
The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched.
What caused the Great Collapse?
No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case.
I mean, let's be honest, no one here is strong enough. What's the purpose of the college?
Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is
though?
a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us.
All right.
All right then.
So, let's go ahead and see our good old orc buddy Orag. He's always in such a chipper mood. Down in the Arcanium.
I don't
Hey,
want to
bud.
see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Need to learn something about what we found in Saarthal.
I know what you want. Word travels fast around here.
Dang.
Discovered some big mystery, huh? Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway.
You'll have anything that can help?
I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn.
Doesn't anyone care that Orthorn stole things from the college?
Not enough to bother with. Arch Mage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort themselves out. Although now it looks like you'll be doing the sorting. Good luck with that.
Huh. Who's this Orthorn?
He was an apprentice here at the college. Not very skilled, but got involved with a group of mages who took a liking to him. When they left, he took off after them. Stole supplies and books from the college. I suppose as a way to ingratiate himself.
Why are these mages in Felglow Keep?
Let's just call it a difference of opinion with the college. They were interested in research that goes outside the bounds of what the college allows, so they were persuaded to leave.
AKA they're necromancers. Perfect. There any special books you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador?
Not a bit.
Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian and devoted all his time to research and study. Wrote more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Shalador's insights. You take your work very seriously.
Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials.
Quite an impressive library.
A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact.
Any college business I can assist with?
If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations.
Ready for some adventure?
Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful.
You got it. All right.
Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
You don't have to worry about us. Now these, at the moment, are just mundane, everyday books. But if I remember, he does eventually get some good ones later. He is one of the best people to sell books to, as we get them, just to get them out of our inventory.
Until next time.
Just like that, we picked up quite a few different quests from Orag. And you can see who is blocking our way out of here. I don't know if you can kind of coax him to maneuver away. Let's see. We have nothing to say to you, Arcano. I wonder if we can, like, slip by him, because I know what he's wanting to do. He's wanting to interrogate us about what we found in Saarthal. I actually don't know if you can slip by him. Let's see. Come on, this way. You can do it. You can do it. Up, 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 up. Run, 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 run. Oh, no.
You there. I have
Ah.
questions for you. You were in Saarthal, yes?
Bye.
It has
Bye.
come to my attention that something was found.
Bye.
You
I
there.
don't hear you.
I have questions for you.
No, you don't.
You were in Saarthal, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found.
Good grief. You dang Thalmor. Stop snooping where you don't need to be snooping. So let's run around the top of this amazing college and work our way back in with the rest of the teachers, because we are still looking for that destruction mage. Because we have got to get us some better destruction spells. Countenance for the teachers. Let's see what we got here. Colette Marantz. I don't think we saw you before.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic?
Ah,
Worthy of
restoration.
study, don't you? Don't you?
If it keeps us alive, of course it's valid.
Good. Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in.
You're treated badly because of your work.
Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it.
So, we have a few delusional people here, because you've got the other one that's constantly listening into gossip, and you got this one that constantly thinks everyone's against her. Huh. What do you have for sale?
Take a look.
Take a look. Do you have something that we don't? Because our restoration is not good. Okay, healing hands. This we have needed for a long time. That way, if we do injure our partner, we can get him right back up. Let's make sure not to dilly-dally on that one. So, healing hands. Got it. Alright, next up, let's see if there's anything we can disenchant while we're here. Like one of these rings. We don't need all three of them. And, you know what? We don't really need any of these. Almost got us there. Alright, so now we're half naked standing here. But the good thing is, this allows us to finally get our actual good equipment on. So let's just check our armor rating down there and see which one gives us the best boosts. These boots we have to use because it has the carrying capacity enchantment. And speaking of that, we're already at the enchantment table. Let's just enchant whatever's not to try and get something better that we can use. Like, let's see. Steel plate armor we already have. Let's see what we can put on. Our enchantment skill's not that great, but we can surely do something. Now, I do like having dual effects when it comes to magic regeneration, but it greatly dampers it. So we see right there, magic regenerates 10 times faster. If we do just it by itself, it'd be 20. So we can either put it with destruction or we can put it with restoration. We could do conjuration by itself, which just makes things cost less to cast. Doesn't really hurt us too much. The magic regeneration's the big thing here. The better soul gem you use, the better effect you're going to have. Grand soul gem with grand soul is the best you can possibly get. If we do that, we get the full 20% faster. and couple that with the necklace we have, that's probably our best bet at the moment. That'll get us leveled up. Not to be outdone, let's go ahead and enchant our helmet. And it looks like we can also put magic regeneration here, just to make it that bit better. So now we have two of them that are 20%, so 40% regeneration. And the necklace, I believe, does another 10 or 20. So we're looking much better. We're not really using any hand-to-hand items. However, the pickaxe I always think is something funny to enchant. Not like you would ever really use it for combat, I just think it's funny to enchant them. So what would we put on our Pickaxe of Doom? Oh, you know we have to. We've got a soul trap with this thing. Target dies within 1 second, because let's be honest, there'd have to be just us smacking it with it. Because how ridiculous is it for us to, like, whack a fox or whack a deer with a pickaxe to steal its soul? That's just hilarious. Alright, so with all that said, let's go ahead and get dressed. So 20% faster, and the necklace does 25%. So what is that all together? That is 65% faster magic regeneration. We can still technically put a ring on. That can make it even more, but I don't think we have a ring that does magic regeneration yet. That's something we probably want to buy as soon as possible. But right now, we are looking pretty good. I'd definitely like to see how our spells play out now. Speaking of which, I am sick of not being able to move. Stamina, you're finally going up. One perk to go. We cannot do restoration. We really need to work on the enchantments. But one thing I would really like to have... Can we get the conjuration up? Because we eventually get, if I remember, a bound bow eventually. And considering I come as an ex-stealth archer, being able to use a bow in a mage fashion definitely would be amazing, especially since our bound weapons soul trap targets. Now, bound weapons will banish summoned creatures and turn raised ones. I wonder what they mean by turn. Wonder if it like turns zombies or things that were brought back to life to your side. Let's see, it looks like I can't really do anything with conjuration. Need 11 more points, so we need to work on our flame buddy a little more. Destruction, we can just do the elementals, which is pointless. We already checked restoration. Alteration, we keep ignoring. Is there something really good with alteration that we get? Mostly protection spells. And absorbing magic, so it's all defensive stuff. What about illusion? We've not checked. Okay, about being stealthy. And that's just making things more effective on higher level enemies. So not a whole lot with illusion. So archery, we at least need to get you up enough that we can zoom the bow in. So we need 3 more points with archery. Because I would imagine if you can zoom the regular bow in, we'll be able to zoom the bound bow in. So we absolutely need to get that up. But as far as this point goes, feel like it needs to go enchanting. Especially now that we're finally getting a myriad of enchantments to work with. Still looking for our destruction specialist. I do not remember if we spoke to you.
Enchanting
Sergius?
services are one of the few things
Oh,
that
yes.
keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
You're the jerk. Let's see. We just spoke to Colette. So this area is secure. Let's hop down below. I know you can do it. There we go. Okay, Drevis is the guy that thinks we can't see him. Ferelda, there's our hypochondriac. And Phaeus is our conjuration expert. So, we still have not found who does the destruction. I know one exists, because this is usually where I've come in the past to get the really good destruction spells. I wonder if they're in our dorms. I know for sure there's one person we need to get, and I think he might still be at the ruins. If not... Yep, he is still at the ruins. We need to get Jazago. Because he is definitely the best mage ally to have in the game when it comes to magic. Well, if it's not stealing, it's ours. Because it's just too big of a pain to have to get rid of stolen stuff. Whole bunch of alchemy ingredients, love that. And the void salts can be used to boost up one of the best armors in the game, the Nightingale armor. I hear someone. Alright, Mirabelle, do you actually do anything for us?
I understand you're the one that found this orb in Saarthal.
Where can I learn new spells?
Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Beralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that.
Beralda.
Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school.
Say no more. We know who we need to speak to now. She should be manning, I think, the front gate. Oh, for all I guess it makes sense, because she normally does have you use some sort of magic spell on that seal. Oh, Feralda! We need something. And you're not guarding the gate. Oh, crap with these dang cultists.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstone.
Okay, thanks. Gotta go, gotta go. Okay, you know, I am perfectly fine with taking you all on here. Because finally here, there's no one for you to mess with. We're quick saving. Alright, here they come. Tell me about your oh so wondrous Lord Miraak. As we decide whether or not we want to hit you.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
You better believe it.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Miraak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Pretty sure I will. Now get lost. You're in my world now, cultist. Now beat it. flame, buddy. Do your thing.
Miraak!
Good job. And this is what we do with trash like you all. Up. Upsy daisy. And there you go. Enjoy the trip. Get this filth out of our college. Goodbye. You can go now. The good thing is, once you trigger the cultists, I don't believe you ever see them again until you actually make your way to Solstheim. But as you can see, they always like to ambush you when you get to a major city where innocent people can get caught in the crossfire.
Don't worry about those storm cloaks. You're safe from them here. As if they want the place anyway.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brewers.
Well, I feel safe just not having to deal with the Stormcloaks anymore. So now, with that mild distraction dealt with, we finally don't have to worry about the cultists ambushing us when we're trying to enjoy ourselves going from town to town. But we do need to find Feralda. She could have helped us there at the gates. So I'm pretty sure it was who we saw sleeping over there and just bypassed her. Oh, Feralda! You wouldn't believe what you missed. There she is.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
Any advice you can give about destruction spells?
Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire.
Why would Ancano be looking for me?
I'm not sure. Just, well, mind what you tell him, all right?
Oh yeah. Is there a problem?
No. Well, I don't think so. Between the two of us, there are rumors about him. That this advisor position he has is a sham, an excuse. That what he's really doing is spying for the Thalmor, trying to feed them information. Whether it's true, I can't say. But it never hurts to be a little suspicious, does it?
And that's from one high elf to another. Thanks for a warning.
You're welcome.
Alright, now, what do you have for sale?
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Yes, for the love of God, we need better destruction spells. What do we have? Let's see. Choking Grasp. Absorb 8 points of health per second for 3 seconds. So basically a drain health spell. That's nice. Now, we're already using Elemental Bolt. That one seems to be stronger than Flare. Yes, Explosion, 25 points versus 18. Now, these runes I normally don't use. However, since we are doing a mage playthrough, let's go ahead and get them. You never know what niche situation we might have to use a rune. And Strangulation, 16 points of health for 3 seconds. So that's the stronger version of Choking Grasp. So let's get that one. Pretty sure we already have Lightning Bolt, Frostbite, and Firebolt. So that should be all we need from her. Ooh. Okay, so now we have magic regenerates 75% faster. Again, couple that with the 60... There's ways we could make this really strong, but we would take a massive dip to our armor rating. Man, regenerates 100% faster. Destruction and alteration cost less. Wow. You know what? We might need to buy this just for the enchantments. Although cost less doesn't really matter that much to me. I think that would be more one to actually just wear. And this one's destruction, alteration, only 50%. So let's buy it for now.
Spells and incantations.
Let's go ahead and sell you stuff we don't need. Like all the other random stuff. Let's see, we have a necklace on, but we also have a helmet, so we can't wear the circlet. And again, the cultist crap could just get out of here. We'll be seeing them again when we get to Solstheim. Not interested in the hoods, and this one we need to hold on to. Book-wise, we don't have anything special. And miscellaneous, that's going to be all your soul gems, which we definitely need for enchanting. So let's continue on, get educated with the runes. And strangulation, which, let's be honest, at this point, just go ahead and favorite everything. Time stops whenever we're switching between our favorites. So let's go ahead and put the best of each of our spells on. So when it comes to alteration, we've got Candlelight and Stone Flesh. For illusion, we've got Muffle, which is important. The other one, I would say Calm is pretty important, because it could stop a fight if you accidentally tick someone off. Destruction-wise, this is our bread and butter right now. So Elemental Bolt, Fire Rune and Fire Bolt, Frost Rune and Ice Spike, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Rune, and Strangulation. Conjuration, our best one so far, is still the Bound Sword until we can get the bow. Flame Buddy, the new Skeleton Marksman, which I guess both of them are apprentices. But I do like that the Flame Buddy does explode in a ball of fire, doing more damage when he gets taken out. And Reanimate Corpse is the stronger of the two. Restoration, Fast Healing, Healing Hands, if we do get a partner. As for shouts, all of them should be marked. You never know when you'll need one. And powers, we already have them active. A negative active effects, no, they would appear in red if we had them. So at this point, we are in good shape. Let's go ahead and get Flame Buddy ready. No. Let's try out our Strangulation and our Healing. So we have met the ray. There we go. Just like that, we are ready for anything. Nothing to enchant at the moment. Let's go ahead and break down our ingredients while we're here. That way we have more stuff we can sell to get our money back up. Again, first make sure that we don't have anything that's all unknown. And we can actually pilfer all these. None of them is stealing. So let's take full advantage. That is the perks of being a student. Again, make sure that none of it was new. Also check the barrels for even more. As long as nothing is fully unknown, we are good to go. That one is. Eat the Nern Root and the Dartwing. Fungal Pod. There we go. Again, start with whatever potions we could realistically see ourselves using. So, Conjuration, absolutely. Magic, you better believe it. Regenerate magic, definitely. Now, with resistance, the only one we'd really do is magic, and we can't do that one, apparently. Restore magic, sure. Stamina, seems like we're always needing to do that. Health. And then just throw everything else together. All of it's helping our alchemy skill and getting us potions that we can sell to make more money. The circle is spending. At this point, just try to combine anything at the end. Once it fails, it will gray out what won't combine. So those two won't, so let's keep trying new ones. There. We found ourselves a new one. Fortify Enchanting. That is huge. So we need to keep an eye out for Spriggan Sap and Snowberries. Luckily, we're in the perfect place for Snowberries. Those combined, but those were the only ones we had. And just like that, we got our ingredients out, which cleared up some more space in the inventory. And we are good to go. Back out. And just like that, we have made it back, given the information to the Arch Mage, basically shunned Ancano. We got rid of the cultists trying to create trouble, so we finally don't have to keep messing with them. And now we finally have the quest hitting the books to find the stolen books about the Eye of Magnus, as Tolfdir and the Arch Mage convene on it to try and figure out what it's all about. And just like that, thank you all for joining. This will be a perfect place to cut as we look over the amazing scenic view of Winterhold. Again, such a beautiful game. The PlayStation 5 just seems to make it pop that much more. But thank you for joining, everyone. We will meet you back tomorrow for the continuation of the story. For now, I leave you out with some beautiful scenery.